All right, welcome back to The Hill. So Elon Musk's mother is rushing to her son's defense now, this time against the president of the United States. Here's why. She took to the platform that her son owns and wrote the following, saying, quote, his goal is to make this world a better place. The president wants to stop him. Have any idea how furious I am? People in other countries are proud of Elon and do not understand the president's motive. All right, so the comments here come as the Federal Communications Commission joins the growing list of federal agencies taking actions against Musk's businesses. Just yesterday, the FCC denied Musk's Starlink satellite business nearly $900 million in subsidies for the second time in 2 years, hence the reaction. Look, I get it. A lot of people think Twitter and X has become trash and in a really bad place since he's taken it over. You want to launch the guy to Mars. Democrats hate the guy. Why, he's leading, or partly, the green energy revolution. What's the beef?
Well, I think our beef is, obviously, as you just said, about his handling of Twitter or X in terms of what we're calling it, and that it's become a place for anti-Semitism, everything that we believe in as Democrats. This is a FCC independent agency making this determination based on the merits. I just think it's laughable that his mother's now coming to his aid to demand more government subsidies from a government I don't think she even lives here. So this is just insane to me.
I think it's a mama bear being a mama bear. At the end of the day, I don't support why she's doing it, but I do think that for somebody who's watching their son take L's multiple times over, who earnestly believes, I think in her case, she earnestly believes that he is changing the world, that he is, and you should believe that. This is the mom. Moms believe that whose kids are just using crayons every day.
Well,
However,
hold on. He believes it. Hold that thought. I'm going to come to you for a second because here was Elon Musk earlier this month. Watch.
Tesla has done more to help the environment than all other companies combined. It would be fair to say that, therefore, as a leader of the company, I've done more for the environment than everyone else, any single human on Earth. What I care about is the reality of goodness, not the perception of it. And what I see all over the place is people who care about looking good while doing evil. F them.
All right, so pick it up.
I mean, to compare to anybody in the world that he's done more for the environment than anybody in history, I think that that's a bit of a stretch. But I do think that there is some credit to be given to him for the advancements he is making when it comes to the environment. That is overshadowed by the sheer clownery he does across X on a regular basis.
We've got one mama bear on this panel.
Yeah, I mean, people's moms post on their Facebook all the time. This is just like, worse than that. But Elon Musk decided to build a business based on government subsidies, multiple businesses based on government subsidies.
Tesla.
And it's not foreign in other countries that governments do punish people who disagree with them. It just should be foreign to ours. And I feel like we've really lost that trust in our government. And no, people don't believe that the FCC made this decision neutrally, because the two Republican commissioners came out and said they didn't make it neutrally.
Brendan Carr posted on Twitter why he dissented. You used to deal with this guy in the White House.
Well, I think it's sad to see this breakup with the Democrats. They used to actually like free speech.
Oh, I can see the tears coming out of your eyes.
They used to like free speech. They used to actually like subsidies, where the government gets to choose winners and losers in the economy with taxpayer dollars, which is how Elon Musk has made most of his fortune.
Mark.
Hey, say it like it is.
All right. Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.